Welcome back to Crystal Clear! I'm Ultra Vox, and we now have a much better idea of when Steven Universe Future is returning. I made a video a few days ago stating that Steven Universe Future could likely return in either March or April of 2020, likely for its final episodes, as the purpose of this hiatus is to give the post-production side of the Cronenverse enough time to finish the rest of this epilogue series. Therefore, it can be released into the world. Yet now, more than ever, we have clarity. A pretty promising clue that communicates Future will return next month. With all that said, let's dive in. We don't really think too much about reruns in the modern age, do we? Why would you watch television for a chance of your favorite episode to come on when you can watch your favorite episode of any show online? With streaming, everything is available at your fingertips. Which is probably the reason why cable is going downhill, and all the major networks are jumping to their own streaming services, but that is a completely different topic. Despite how much we take reruns for granted, reruns of Steven Universe have been a pretty good indicator for the last year or so. Steven Universe is one of those shows that comes and goes off Cartoon Network's schedule, but usually when we're in a hiatus, there's a consistent pattern between reruns and new episodes. In the anticipation for Diamond Days after the 5-month hiatus following Reunited, or really Letchmere to Homeworld thanks to San Diego Comic-Con, we were in a huge dry spell. What was to come? What could we expect? Well, lo and behold, reruns began to fill weekday mornings. And not too long after, we got the announcement of Diamond Days, which began mid-December. Diamond Days came and went, we had a great time, and then we embarked on the longest hiatus yet, the wait for the movie. Now, while the movie's premiere date was revealed at San Diego Comic-Con, in order to promote the movie, Cartoon Network did have a special event. Every Steven Universe episode in chronological order, airing in rapid succession for 3 days. But that's a special event. We shouldn't really count that since they made it clear this was to promote the movie. But after the movie, reruns of Steven Universe began to pop up on Saturday nights in an hour block, starting at season 5 and never straying away from that order. Surprise, surprise! Once these reruns concluded at Change Your Mind, followed by an encore of the movie, Steven Universe Future premiered the week after. Promos and information came out along the way, but our first initial clue was, just like with Diamond Days, the reruns. And that brings us into present day. Starting next Friday, on the Day of Lovers, February 14th, 2020, Steven Universe Future will begin reruns on a Friday night time slot, the first 4 episodes airing at a 7 to 8 p.m. time slot. So you guys can pick up what I'm putting down. Assuming they repeat exactly December's schedule, the 14th will see Little Homeschool, Guidance, Rosebuds, and Volleyball. The 21st would see Bluebird and a very special episode. The 28th would see Snow Day and Why So Blue, and March 6th would see Prickly Pear and Little Graduation, which means Friday, March 13th, we could get the return of brand new Steven Universe Future episodes, the final episodes of the Steven Universe franchise, again, until the potential HBO Max continuation comes along. Now, if they were to just continually air reruns in an hour-long time slot, then the 14th would remain the same, but the 21st we would have Bluebird, a very special episode, Snow Day, and Why So Blue. But then the 28th, unless it is a 7:30 premiere for new episodes, we would simply have Little Graduation and Prickly Pear, giving Future a return date of March 6th. You guys get the idea. These reruns, which have been the greatest accurate track record for when new episodes start up again, indicate that we are getting close to brand new content. That content likely starting on the 13th, that's my personal bet, and while I would usually love to be wrong if it was sooner, considering these episodes are going to fly by, I don't want to be proven wrong. Now, I'm not really sure how I feel about Friday night time slots. I'm an adult, we out here on Friday nights. But it wouldn't be the first time they had Friday night premieres. It happened in 2017, and it wasn't too bad to keep up with. But considering how much cable has changed in those 3 years, yeah, I don't want to relive that. It would crush me to see Future only get 400,000 or 500,000 viewers on a Friday night. I personally still believe Mondays are the best slot for Steven Universe. It's the beginning of the week, there's a bigger guarantee people are home, and that new episode or 2 can carry discussion for an entire week before the cycle starts all over again next Monday. The last Cartoon Network premiere that I saw on a Friday night was the OKKO series finale, and I couldn't even watch all of it in my first initial viewing because I already made plans prior, but at the same time, I'm not the target demographic. Maybe the target demographic is more prone to be home Friday nights, but even then, growing up while I would watch the Friday night premieres on Cartoon Network, I would also frequently go to the movies or over a friend's house or hang out with cousins. Friday night just has not been the move for prime time in a while, and if you're wondering why they aren't doing Saturdays at 8, the 8 p.m. time slot was only for the holidays, as that's the only time when Cartoon Network regains that hour from Adult Swim, but since the holidays are over, Adult Swim has reclaimed 8 p.m., so we're not returning to that time slot anytime soon, but I know Cartoon Network is still going to have Saturday premieres since I know Teen Titans Go has one very soon. Overall, I just don't know how I feel about it, but nevertheless, yes, get excited for Future's return. I cannot wait to see what happens next. This video has no sponsor, but I would like to plug the Roundtable Teespring, a place to get your hands on t-shirts, hoodies, and all sorts of goodies inspired by the animated series we cover right here on the channel. Some great designs include Cartoons Are Cool, Player Select, and OK Roundtable Let's Be Content Creators. But there's also a plethora of Steven Universe-inspired designs. The diamond shirts, such as Hello Starlight and I'm Just As Important As You, alongside Steamboat Spinelli, Bat Courts, Pink Lasagna, and Net Gang. That's just naming a few. Now, buying any of this merch is more than just putting money in our pockets. It directly supports the artist, and I really would like to use some of the funds for a super secret cartoon pitch that me and Nemo are cooking up. It'd be an animatic, nothing too crazy, but my biggest goal for 2020 is to put something out into the world that pertains to the idea of this cartoon. And if you use the code CRYSTAL, you can get 20% off your purchase until May 2020. Link to the Teespring in the description. Now back to your video. But as always, these are just my thoughts, and I want to hear yours. What do you think? How do you feel about Steven Universe Future's return date? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, or tweet your thoughts at RoundtableVids. And for more of my own thoughts, you can find me at ObjectVox. We're also on Instagram. Help Roundtable grow by either becoming a member of this channel or supporting us over at Patreon. Link in the description. If you enjoyed this video, please throw it a like and subscribe to the Roundtable for more great cartoon content. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have an awesome day. ObjectVox, signing out.